Hey, I'm back. I got a reading, a special reading I'm going to do. This is going to be a retrograde reading. We have 4 planets in retrograde. Mercury is about to go retrograde next week. We have, let me see, we have Saturn in retrograde, Neptune in retrograde, and Pluto in retrograde. And Mercury is about to go retrograde in the next couple of days. So there's going to be 4 of them for the next few weeks. All right? Whoo, so listen. This is really about transformation. This is about reviewing our lives and changing those things that no longer serve us for the better. This is about reevaluating the choices that we have already made, right? Are they still good for us? All right. A lot of communication issues could come up. It could be a lot of misunderstandings over the next few weeks, right? A lot of delays, fine tuning things. If things are working, this is like, fine tuning it, solidifying things, right? If you've already started, but don't start nothing new. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. A lot of delays, traffic, technical issues, computer issues. I hear a lot of people talking about upload issues. Okay. 'Cause it's a definitely a shift in the energy, right? This is a time of retrospection, right? This is a time of going deep within, because I feel like a lot of things from our past are going to be coming up, so there's going to be a lot of triggering issues, and those things are coming up because Spirit wants you to clear them out before you move on. That's why we're having this review, right? We want you to go through this shit. We want you to make sure that whatever you're doing, that you're doing it from a clean slate, a pure space, and not from a trauma-filled energy, right? Spiritual growth, right? Taking off the rose-colored glasses, reevaluating your dreams and your fears. What's stopping you from going to your dreams, right? Okay. Reassessing commitments. Yeah, building stronger foundations, stronger structures, right? Making repairs, patching up the loose ends and the holes, dotting your I's and T's. Like, if you're going to stay in a situation, then it has to be firmer foundations, like setting healthier boundaries, setting ground rules if you need to, right? Like a lot of, how can we make this better? If we're going to do this, how we going to, we have to heal the underlying bullshit. We're not taking nothing that we've done, nothing we hold in resentment and grudges, because we ain't taking that with us in the new, in this new cycle that's coming along for us, okay? All right, so the energies that will probably be affected mostly, and this could be your sun, moon, or your rising. We have Virgo, Gemini, Scorpio, Pisces, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius. Okay? So take those how they resonate. I don't know why I pulled these cards. But anyway, we'll start with these. But I got another deck that I wanted to use. Okay. So what's going on here? What is Mercury retrograde bringing for the sun signs that I've mentioned, Spirit? And this can be for all of us. We're all going to be going through it, but these are the signs that are going to be mainly affected the most, okay? All right, so I'm just going to put it like that, because we got Saturn. There it is, Capricorn and Aquarius energy. Being realistic, be concerned. You must wait before you can do something. The maturity that these lessons bring, right? Use caution, right? Don't overstep your boundaries. Don't take on more than you can chew. It's time to take off these masks. It's time to stop acting, what am I hearing, Spirit? Stop putting ourselves in places we don't belong, okay? So take that how it resonates. Capricorn, Aquarius energy here. Spirit said we're turning it up, the red side. Be realistic. Some of you guys need to be realistic about a situation that you may be in. Okay? Maybe you're in a situation where you're expecting something. Or maybe we got Aries energy here. Your willpower, what you think about and what you know, doing it your own way. And then we got Saturn again. Saturn again. 9 and 1, 10. The cycle's complete. I heard something about pearls of wisdom. Somebody's about to learn some valuable lessons. That's what I heard. Your willpower, what you think about and what you know about. You should be concerned about what you think about and what you know. Don't act as if you know something that you don't know. That you're skilled at something, experienced at something, or what's the word I'm hearing? That you're what's the word? Adept in some kind of, that you know something about a certain, a topic. Thank you, Spirit. Do it your own way. You must wait before you can do it your own way. Be concerned about what you think about and what you know about. Be realistic about your powers, what you think, what you're capable of, right? The challenge is reassessing commitments, right? Building a stronger foundation, building a stronger structure. I'm hearing some of you guys could be going through a tower, right? Like a falling down of a foundation, or losing a home or something like that. But it's in order for you to reevaluate, to reassess, what the power that you hold. Some of you may think that you have this kind of power, and Spirit's finna show you really ain't got the power at all. I'm just gonna tell you how it is, what I heard. That you really ain't as powerful as you thought, and this is something that maybe somebody needs to learn. All right. Somebody's about to be found, understand that their power is only as powerful as God allows. Thank you, Spirit. What else is going on here for this retrograde energy here, Spirit? What we got here? We got, go to Capricorn. Capricorn came on out. Your goals. The day-to-day reality. Use the most business-like way. Deciding to, dedication to achieve something. Focused on something. Somebody could be very focused on something they wanted to achieve. But how was that brought about, right? Was it done in an integral way, or was it done in a way where it was unethical, is what I'm hearing. Somebody wanted to use their real willpower to reach the goals that they wanted, right? Something about what somebody thinks about, what they believe. But it's the way they do. It's not. I heard it's not what you say, is how you say it. Something like that. Or it's not what you say, is what you do. What else going on here for this retrograde energy, Spirit, please and thank you. What we got here? We have Scorpio energy, Pluto. We have the 7th house here. That's your house of balance. This is Libra energy, diplomacy, the extraordinary power of prayer. Woo, some of y'all been praying. Yes, you have been praying. You've been praying through a lot of situations that you had to go through, and you had to also hold your fucking tongue. I'm hearing, right? You could have had to hold your tongue. You could have had to really, like, bite your tongue. I'm hearing. Oh shit! Hang on, y'all. We need juice. You may have really had to bite your tongue and hold back your emotions and use your willpower, right, to like just fall back and allow the Most High, the highest and lowest aspects of relationships, right, control the situation and get a fair deal, right? So with these situations, like I'm picking up, right, there go Pluto again. We're gonna take a Spirit, resurrection, death, and listen, it's all coming back to me now. That's what I heard. It's all coming back to me now. It's like, you've had to pray your way through a lot of sticky. Let me get one more to close this lane out here so I can just go straight through this. What we got here? Venus energy. Cherish. Venus is Taurus energy. You could be a Taurus. Don't have to be. Anyway, so like I was saying, the extraordinary power of prayer, diplomacy, resurrection, and cherish. A death and rebirth. You prayed your way through a lot of challenges in your life. Through the highs and the lows of your relationships, of yourself, right? You had to get to the heart of what was going on in your life that was creating these hardships, right? Even if it's people, sometimes it ain't what we do, sometimes it's the people that are around us that could be causing hardships in our lives, right? Because we're helping them to carry their baggage. Confirmation. Yeah, so you prayed your way through it. You prayed, because of your prayer, you kept yourself out of a lot of karmic issues. You didn't use your willpower. You allowed God to do his will. You didn't exert your power and your energy over anyone, right? This could have been a death to your ego, a death to pride. But see, that's the breaking down so that the rebuilding can be built up. God can't build on no half built building, right? Because there's some shit that you need to fucking let go of. If we're gonna do this, we gotta let God take down the whole fucking building and rebuild it from scratch. Build it stronger. I heard a $6 million man or woman. You hear me? Somebody's name could be Jamie or Steve, Lee, Summer. Okay, take it how it resonates. Yeah, and that's how your prayer helped you control the situation through this death and this rebirth. You had to let your ego go. You had to let go everything that you believed, that you thought that you knew of how to do something. You had to let that go. You had to let go of control, right? You allowed, with the Saturn energy, you allowed the rebuilding of your foundation and your structure. That's what you did. You allowed things to fall away. And this is a time, again, of a review, because we're never really, finished, right? We have a lifelong journey of healing those things, and not just healing things, because things come up too. We get new shit that come in, right? New ways that people fucking play with us. New ways that people do things to us that could trigger us, you know what I'm saying? Or just out of just how they going through it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is good. But you got this Venus energy here that says, get do or die you must. Control the situation to get a fair deal. Do or die you must. Charm, art, and beauty are the way. Charm, art, and beauty are the way to love. That's what I heard, to the heart. Charm, art, and beauty are the way. You're very charming. You're very charismatic. You're very creative. You're beautiful, and you have a loving energy about you. And that's what God wants to be shown. Look at this Pluto again, y'all. Pluto again. We got Pluto. This is the energy. Yep, we got Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, and Mercury is coming in. And they all showed up. Saturn and Pluto did. What's going on here, Spirit? 22 could be significant. I feel like you're setting your ways when it comes to your prayer life and how you conduct yourself. Okay? It's like no matter what's going on in your life, highs or lows, you stay in prayer. You pray when it's good and you're thankful and you're grateful, and you pray when it's hard and you're still thankful and you're grateful, because you know the power of the Most High. You know he's already brought you through so much. He's already done that. You're clear on that. You're clear that your power is nothing compared to the Most High. You're clear on that, right? And there's some things that, in order for us to move on and allow God to take us where he's taking us, it's like, making sure, right, that you clear about what you can and cannot do, no matter what anybody does. We want you to be clear about the choices that you've already made. Let's flip that over. The choices that you've already made. Now you're getting a review. Now, you still feel the same way you felt when you did this shit? You still feel the same way? Let's go. If you don't, what can you do to change that? How can you fix that? If it's about you, how can you fix it within you? If you need to do something to make amends to someone else, how can you do that? But otherwise, you know what I'm saying? And then this is how the universe decides what you get served. Karma, Saturn. You get what you deserve, right? Some of us do things, and we make amends and we hold ourselves accountable. So that lessens that karmic blowback. You understand? Because we acknowledge it. We acknowledge it, we admit it, and we try to change our behavior, right? And that's the universe seeing that you're trying to do something different. So the blowback won't be so hard. You will be allowed to move forward as long as you recognize that shit. That's all this is. It's like a review. It's time for the midterms. It's time for the fucking midterms. Final exams, you know what I'm saying? We have midterms. Listen. I feel like this is a midterm test. I don't think this is the final. I really don't. What we got here? All right, we got the 5th house. What's the 5th house? That's your pleasure house, right? Leo energy. And then we have the 11th house. That's Aquarius energy. Aquarius will be affected by this. We've said that. And then the South Node. Ooh, that's that low vibrational energy. Remember, reconsider. Now is not the time to act out on that low vibrational fucking behavior. Now is the time to look at your ass. Look at myself in the mirror and say, is this shit really getting me anywhere? Is this affecting the person that it's intended for, that I'm projecting this energy out to, or is it affecting me? This is a review of that South Node energy. This is what all of this is about. This might be a final exam with all these planets coming into play all at the same time. So this is a review of all the fucking tests. All the things. All the placements. So the Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, and Mercury, when they came by themselves, those were midterms. This is the final exam. Yes, Spirit, yes it is. This is the final exam. This is, do you push forward or do you sit back and get held back into this class? Because you got to relearn some shit. You got to understand your willpower ain't stronger than the Most High's. He gives us free will. He don't give us free will power. You heard? Excuse me. I heard that shit. Let's keep going. Spirit said, we are nothing without him. And this is what people need to understand. He is in charge. There's going to be a lot of delays. Listen, we got Virgo energy here. Mercury energy. Communications. Fun, romance, and making art. Your hopes and wishes. Reconsider. Enjoy. So maybe there's some things from your past that, I'm getting hot, y'all. I gotta take this off. Yeah. Maybe there's some things that, that you let go of as a child or growing up. Maybe there's some things that you wanted to do, a way that you wanted to be, right? And things didn't turn out that way, right? Because of life situations, life's ups and downs and upheavals and, all that good shit. I feel like somebody wants to create or catch up on some lost past things that they never got to experience. Maybe some of you could be trying to experience that through your own children at this time. And that's not fair. I heard Spirit said, and that's not fair because you're trying to, push your children to be, what you want it to be, and not allowing them to be what they need to be. That's something else that may come into communication. You guys can have this conversation with your children. Some of your children could be rebelling against you, saying, listen, that ain't what I want for my life. And we have to accept that. And what we missed out in our own lives, we got to, grow around that issue. We got to do some healing around that. And then Spirit said, and it's never too late. It's never too late to, experience those things that you want to experience. The experience may not be as out the box like you thought as when you were younger, because we learn shit as we get older, right? So, maybe now if you think about that shit, you might think that shit's crazy, you know what I'm saying? But we have to be careful about pushing our own agendas onto our children, as well, because, this is their time. We should not bind our children to us because we have not built a solid foundation for ourselves, and that's in our self-confidence, our self-worth. We should be able to stand by ourselves because our children grow up and people grow around us, and they go on to their own lives. We can't tie them to us because we haven't learned how to love us, because we're codependent. We need somebody around us to make us feel valid or valued or valuable, I heard. All right, let's see what's going on here. What's going on with these retrogrades this for the next few weeks, Spirit? Who else? What else is the message here? And this is also about confronting, the things that happen to us as kids, the things that change our lives, right? That's what this is about. What we got here? We got Taurus energy here. Venus energy. Here go Venus again. Venus, Taurus. It's strong Taurus, strong Venus energy. Strong love. And we have Cancer energy here. Is Cancer you in here? No, Cancer's not. But you could have Cancer in your chart. You could be dealing with a Cancer. All right, somebody's in their South Node. Okay. Fourth house. Family, yeah. So this could be about family. This is about us all, not just family. This is about us as a person. This is what all of these reviews is about. This is what these planets going in retrograde is about. Mercury's communications, right? Travel and stuff like that. There could be delays around that, okay? We got a Virgo and Cancer here that's standing out to me. We got Pluto here again. Over here, resurrection. Something being resurrected from the dead. Do it dramatic. Do it for the future. Remember, let me see what the other side of this say. The power of love. Freedom. And there will not be any anxiety. Investment gambles and other games. Associations. Somebody's in a lot of anxiety. Something they created within a circle of friends. And there's trouble. It's South Node. Somebody felt like they could do what they wanted. That's what I'm hearing. Investment gambles and other games. Somebody was playing a lot of games. They could have been playing a lot of games and making investments with your circle of friends. What things that you created, they want to create trouble for you. Okay, take that how it resonates. You could be a Taurus. You don't have to be, because Taurus is very strong over here. We got Venus, Taurus, Venus. Take that how it resonates. Well, this is all going under review. This is all going under review, okay? With the trust of a child for humanity's sake, remember. Reconsider. Now is not the time. Somebody could be considering doing something to create some kind of trouble. Spirit said it ain't going to happen. And this could be amongst your circle of friends or something that you're creating. If you have like a platform or something, this could be somebody that's messing with your subscribers, people that communicate with you in your social media. If you just have social media, people that comment on your stuff, your friends and stuff, this is somebody that's trying to create something. But see, this is why it's sad. This is going in retrograde, so somebody can rethink their actions. And try to figure out why they are so obsessed, right, with trying to, create some kind of imbalance in your life, okay? And something that you have goals or something that you're working on. Somebody wants to create an imbalance for you. And what we got here, Libra energy. And it ain't going to happen. Relationship, an imbalance within your relationships, your partnerships. That's what they've been doing. But see, Spirit is balancing things out, right? Because of your cooperation and the choices that you make, right? That you have made, resulting from the fairness or unfairness that was shown to you. Yes. Yeah, Spirit is dealing with you by the way you dealt with the situation. That's what I'm hearing. Come on. What happened? Go. You know, with the way you dealt with the situation and with the things that were done to you with the sixth house. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. Y'all see that? The moon. This is Virgo energy again. Very strong. Yeah. Something about your work and your service to others and how you try to do things fairly. You hear that go up and down? The moon, keeping something hidden. Your destiny, your 10th house, where you're going, your faith. Ooh, they wanted to keep that hidden. Oh, wow. Somebody wanted to keep who you were hidden from other people, out of the view of the public. Somebody didn't want people to see you, see your gifts, see your hidden, you know, where you're going, your career paths. Somebody saw you going, headed for, you know, a good place in your life, you know. You got a good head on your shoulder. Responsibly seeking oneness with all there is. Listen, your success, your philanthropy, how you give to others. Somebody did not want people to see that about you. Become a person of power and status. They didn't want nobody to see that. They didn't want the people to see your service, and they damn sure don't want people to see your harvest that's coming in. They've been keeping, yeah. And you're the type of person, when you do things for people, you don't tell nobody. You're a philanthropist. You keep your involvement hidden. That's your work. That's your service. You don't talk about what you do for others. And just like a philanthropist is somebody that has money, that gives to organizations, but they keep it private. They don't tell people. They don't need the acclimates. They don't need the attention. You know what I'm saying? It's something they do from their heart. About to people to people, places, and things that they're passionate about. This could be like something that somebody may have gone through in childhood, and something like a halfway house or a group home or something like that. And when they grow up and they become successful people, they donate back to those same charities. You understand what I'm saying? Because it was a catalyst in their life, and it was also something that they had when they didn't have nothing. That's all they had, and that is a part of their growth, right? How they overcame what they didn't have because of their faith. Ooh, come on. Shelter system, detoxing, any place that sheltered this person while they were outside, while they were homeless. Some of y'all could have been homeless when they were outcasted, when they were outside the camp. Come on, spirit. When they was outside the camp. Jesus did his grieving and his purging outside the camp. You didn't come in to the house and say, poor me. You did your grieving outside the camp. And you kept your head on. And you gave your power to God. Yes. Come on now. Ooh. Anyway, somebody tried to stop that. But see, this... excuse me. I'm going to get some other cards. The 4th house. As you did in the past, your home base or your family, do what makes you feel secure. What makes you feel secure? Support your home base or your family. That's what makes you feel secure. If this was your family, your home base, your structure, your environment, everybody's getting a review, including the ones that have gone through this. We all get a review, right? Did we make those right choices, right? When we get those our lives playing before us, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we're going to be put in situations where what we did in the past is going to come up front. We're going to wonder, why are we experiencing this, right? Why is this happening in my life at this time, you know? And God's giving you a chance to reflect. Is there something you need to go back and fix? Is there somebody you need to go back and apologize to so that your life can get back on track? Is there something you did in the past, in this cycle, that was integrally wrong, flawed, unbalanced, uneven, unfair, right? Was something done out of envy, jealousy, greed, gluttony, I heard. You know, your envy, all that shit. You know, what actions did we take, right? Or we didn't take? Did we sit around and watch somebody else go through something and didn't say shit? Ooh, you thought you was going to get away because it wasn't you? Because you seen it but you didn't say nothing? No, because that's still your moral integrity. Now, how about if I talk to you about your money, you'll understand. Did you want somebody to lose their finances, their stability? It didn't really matter to you. Now you're losing your finances and your stability. Now you get it? Now that reminds you of what you wished on somebody else? That's what I'm talking about. Let's get some more of these. I'm waiting for y'all to get up off my TV. Get some of these here. This is going to be a retrograde reading. Mercury, Pluto, Neptune, and Saturn. Okay? Take it how it resonates. And so far, these planets have showed up in the reading. So take that how it resonates. Let's get going here. We got the Queen of Swords out here, the Truth Teller, the Oracle, the Seer. Some of you guys could read crystal balls. All right? And you do it with integrity and purity. Thank you, Spirit. With the white gloves, yes. You're very cautious of how you show up, how you carry yourself, how you interpret your messages. Look, Page of Cups. I hear you come in love, you come in peace, right? You come with innocence. You're very nurturing, giving, loving, authentic, transparent, childlike, I'm hearing. Okay? What's going on here? That's how you came in the situation. That's how you came in the door. You came in bearing gifts with love. Look, we got the Queen of Pentacles here. Yeah, you did. And then we got the Hangman. Having to sit back and just watch and wait. Queen of Pentacles with this energy, this is giving me, you know, where do I plant this seed, right? What do I do with this? I have this gift, this clay in this jar, right? Ooh-wee. Moving away to calmer waters. Yes, some of y'all are seeing things, you know. This is for you too, collective. This is your retrograde, your reflection. Three of Cups. Yeah, you're reflecting on all your relationships, your situation, your environment. Some of you are thinking of seriously considering taking your love, your skills, whatever you have to offer, and moving along with that shit. Maybe you're reflecting back on your relationships, and you're looking at each one, because that's what this is about, and you're evaluating each relationship, and listen, you're moving away from what no longer serves you, and that's the balance here. Three of Cups. Listen, you're evaluating. Listen, those that you have to protect yourself from, because there's some that you got to protect yourself from, and you know it. Yep. Who can you trust? Who can you be around safely? And who's, stabbing you in the back trying to take your life source? Come on. Ooh-wee. Your life source. People coming against you for trying to compete with you, right? That ain't never going to work. Why? You compete with yourself. Childless and the cycle's closed. They got to compete with themselves. You ain't compete with nobody and the moon. Come on, child. Listen. Child of the moon. That's what I heard. Page of Swords. Somebody feels defeated. Somebody feels defeated with this Page of Swords. This is something, somebody, Page of Swords. I don't know why I heard somebody try to do something like you, but you're the healer. You are look, see them down there in the reverse? Somebody tried to be as you, or somebody tried to stop you. With this Page of Swords, somebody wanted to see you in a different, they didn't want to see you in the light that you were in. Somebody's been watching you, studying you, and it's almost as if they've been sabotaging you in secret. This is somebody that they mumble, they may smile in your face, but this is somebody that when you ain't looking, they can't stand you. They have a lot of animosity towards you, whether this is one person or many. Page of Swords, yeah, somebody very immature, very young-minded. Somebody feels like they can't measure up to you in some way, shape, or form. That's something that's hidden from you. And somebody's upset too that you close this cycle out and they can't see you no more. Look at that. Yeah. Queen of Swords. They know you telling the truth too. And they know you finna get this new beginning. Because it's destined. Listen. Oh, wow. All these are turned up. What's on the bottom? Three of Swords. Wow. You had to surrender. And that's what you did. And you let God take care of you. We got the Nine of Cups here. We got the Sun here. We got the Knight of Wands. What did I tell you? Somebody moving too fucking fast. Taking risky actions. Unhealed energy. Acting out of their emotion. Queen of Cups. All you did was try to love this person. Or these people. Thank you, Spirit. We got the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Cups. You released yourself. These Ten of Cups are not tied to the people in your life. Ten of Cups is tied to the universe. That can come to you from anywhere. You don't have to get it from these people that you got blood ties with, DNA with. You don't listen. Your Ten of Cups is unconditional love, stability, loving and connecting energies where you're giving and receiving, and it's a nice flow, it's a nice balance. Y'all get each other, y'all respect each other first and foremost. You respect each other's boundaries, you respect each other's bodies. Yes, all of that shit. You have a moral obligation to yourself, so you have one to other people. That kind of energy. You're no longer bound to thinking that you have to find your happiness with those people that came into this world with you. You do not. Somebody needs to hear that. The love that you're looking for, that peace, that stability, does not have to come through those people that you were in your family. It doesn't have to come through them. If these people are not willing to love you correctly, you can go find that somewhere else. People that ain't related to you will give you that love, baby, I promise, because they want it too. And we are learning. We're slowly but surely learning that it don't have to come from family members. Three of Swords, you're realizing that shit. And you are going for what you believe. All right? You can do this by yourself. You can give yourself that love. You recognize that now. When we give up because those people that are closest to us don't show us the love, that doesn't mean we're not lovable. That just means they ain't our people. Listen, family, friends, lovers, children, listen. They're human before they're your fucking kids. They're human before they're your mama and daddy. They're human before they become your siblings. They're human. Everybody don't keep that thin line of who I am in comparison and where I shouldn't walk. That's why people cross boundaries, because they really don't give a fuck. Because when they sneak in and they behind your back and they sleeping with your husband, your brother, your cousin, or whatever the fuck, right? They don't care about the boundaries then. They don't care that you're their parent, that you're their sibling, that you're their spouse. They don't give a shit when they fucking with you. You gotta understand. You can have love outside of these people. Don't let that shit be just a them thing. That can be a we thing. You don't care, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? And it's not really about not caring, but that's the energy they exude, right? I'm just saying, when you get in your head and you start thinking that you gotta love these people unconditionally, these people don't love you unconditionally. I'm just saying. If they did, they wouldn't hurt you. They wouldn't do the shit they do. And I'm talking to you too. If you out here doing it, you too. Me too. You hear me? Anyway, that's your planet retrograde reading. Okay? So I hope that helped. I hope that gave you guys clarity of what's going to be happening in the next few weeks, right? When situations come up, when challenges come, it's about, oh, why is this happening? Never mind, it's happening and I'm mad. Remember 999 exam. 999 exam. It's a test. This is